Today we will be revealing some unknown facts about a Japanese car manufacturer that consistently ranks among the best-selling brands in the world. Let's talk about Toyota. The beginning of Toyota dates back to 1933, with the company being the division of the Toyota Automatic Loom Works that was dedicated to car manufacturing. It was run under the direction of Kichihiro Toyoda. Note of the family name was spelled Toyoda. And the company wasn't changed to a T until 1936, but more about that later. The Toyota Motor Company was established as an independent company in 1937. Toyota struggled in the late 40s and early 50s, facing layoffs, wage reductions and a 2-month worker strike and multiple threats of bankruptcy, but the company was able to bounce back and began the 1960s with the production of the Aichi plant, which helps them to get ahead of their rivals Nissan. The 1960s were a time of expansion, and by the end of the decade Toyota has established a worldwide presence with 1 million exports. Toyota has consistently been in the top 3 best-selling car manufacturers for over 15 years, and as of May 2017, it is the 8th most valuable brand in the world, with a net worth of $100 billion. Also, its luxury division Lexus is Japan's bestseller of premium cars. Toyota's perseverance, incredible success, forward-thinking spirit and dedication to quality. So let's take a closer look at the Japanese manufacturer with the 15 things you didn't know about Toyota. Number 1. The name was changed from Toyo Doctor. Toyo Tough for good luck. On 19 September 1936, the company ran a public competition to design a new logo of 207,000 entries. The winning entry was the 3 Japanese katana letters for Toyota in a circle. However, Reservoir Toyota, who had married into the family and hadn't been born with that name, suggested that the logo be changed to Toyo Tire with a T because it took 8 to brush strokes to write in Japanese, which is considered to be a lucky number in the Japanese culture, as it symbolizes growing prosperity. Toyota with a D, it literally means fertile rice paddies in Japanese, so there were other reasons for changing the name as well. The newly formed award was trademarked, and the company was registered on 8 August 1937 as the Toyota Motor Company. Number 2. Over 404 million Corollas have been sold. The first Toyota Corolla was sold in Japan on 5 November 1966. From 1966 to 2013, Toyota produced and sold the Corolla at every 37 seconds from 2013. On that time was shortened to every 27 seconds ever since 1971. Corolla reached the benchmark of 30 million sold. It has been the best-selling vehicle in the world in 2016. The Corolla celebrated its 50th anniversary and reached a record-breaking 441 million Corollas sold. Number 3. The Korean War saved the company. Toyota was dangerously close to bankruptcy around 1950. When the Korean War started, production numbers were down, and the company only made 300 trucks in June of 1950. At the end of June, the Korean War started, and everything changed when the United States ordered 5,000 trucks from the struggling business, getting them back on their feet. Number 4. Toyota has the most patents of any car brand. Toyota consistently ranks among the top organizations that were granted the most U.S. patents year after year. In 2016 alone, Toyota was granted 1,540 U.S. patents, more than any other automaker. Toyota was also the only automaker listed in the top 20 patent awards, among some other big company names like Apple, Google, IBM and Microsoft. Toyota is the overall leader in the number of automobile patents and has the most patents regarding autonomous vehicles, over 2,000 in total. Number 5. Toyota was the first auto manufacturer to sell a hydrogen fuel cell vehicle commercially for over 20 years. Toyota has been devoted to fuel cell technology, and in 2014, they became the first auto manufacturer to sell a hydrogen fuel cell vehicle commercially. This is probably because most car companies are focused exclusively on delivering electric vehicles and have veered away from the hydrogen fuel cell idea entirely. Head of Tesla, Elon Musk, has called the idea incredibly dumb, and most consumers agree that owning a battery-powered car comes with far fewer complications than one that is fueled by hydrogen. On top of the fact, hydrogen-powered vehicles are a third less efficient. Surprisingly, Toyota chairman Takeshi Yamaga admitted in 2017 that Elon Musk was right, that it's better to charge an electric car by simply plugging it in, but he also went on to say that Toyota is not giving up on hydrogen fuel cell technology anytime soon. The Toyota Mirai, which is Japanese for future, was the first hydrogen fuel cell vehicle available on the market, and 2,840 of these vehicles have been sold as of February 2017. Number 6. Toyota sells cars in 85% of the world's countries. There are just over 200 countries and sovereign nations in the world. And Toyota has business operations in about 85% of Toyota has a presence in a total of 170 countries throughout the world and is looking to continue expanding. Number 7. A RAV4 was used to set a world record in May 2000. 1,541 people piled into a Toyota RAV4 to set a world record for the most people crammed into a large car. The record was set at a Toyota car dealership in Constantly Arc, Russia. Number 8. Toyota has sold over 10 million hybrid vehicles ever since the previous was introduced in 1997. Toyota has been the world's market leader in sales of hybrid electric vehicles, and the company has also been one of the biggest supporters of the mass market adoption of hybrid vehicles across the globe. In January 2017, Toyota reached a new milestone of 10 million Toyota and Lexus hybrid cars produced. A Prius is the world's top-selling hybrid nameplate, with over 6 million sold, in addition to the Prius, Prius V, Prius C and Prius Prime. Toyota also offers the Avalon Hybrid and the Camry Hybrid. Number 9. 85% of Toyota sold 20 years ago is still on the road today. We'll say that Toyotas run forever, and it's not that far from the truth. Statistics show that 85% of Toyotas that were sold 20 years ago are still on the road today. The percentage is even higher when we look specifically at Camrys. 90% of all Camrys sold since 1995 are still in operation. This makes Toyota the car brand that has the highest percentage of vehicles on the road today. Number 10. Volkswagen passed Toyota to become the world's biggest car maker in 2017. For a good amount of time, Toyota was sitting in third place among the world's largest automotive manufacturers. However, their production numbers surpassed Ford's for the first time in 2005, and the following year, they've also passed General Motors to become the largest automobile manufacturer in the world. They held the title for nearly 10 years except 2011, when they fell to number 3 due to the Tohoku earthquake and tsunami that changed in January 2017, when the Volkswagen Group claimed the top spot for the first time in the company's history. Toyota sold 10.2 million vehicles globally in 2016, compared to Volkswagen's 10.3 million. Number 11. A Toyota 2000 GT became the first Asian car ever sold for over $1 million at auction. The 2000 GT was a limited production to see hardtop designed by Toyota in collaboration with Yamaha. It was first introduced at the Tokyo Motor Show in 1965. And only 30,051 of them were built in 2013. A Toyota 2000 GT became the first Asian car ever to sell for more than $1 million at auction, with the winning bid of $12 million. A couple other 2000 GTS has been sold at auction since, and both of those also went for around $1 million each. Number 12. Toyota launched a new venture capital fund geared toward AI in November 2015. The company announced it would be investing $1 billion over the next 5 years into artificial intelligence and robotics research in 2017. Toyota established a new venture capital fund to help with that goal. The fund, called Toyota AI Ventures, will initially deploy $100 million to artificial intelligence startups. Starting with Nada, which is developing driverless car technology, Slamcore, which is focused on visual tracking and mapping algorithms, and Intuition Robotics, which is creating a robot companion for older adults. Number 13. Toyota's logo is full of symbolism. Toyota debuted their latest logo in 1990 on American vehicles. The 3 overlapping ellipses combine to form the letter T, but there is a lot more symbolism than that in the logo. According to Toyota, the 2 ellipses represent the unification of the hearts of their customers with the heart of Toyota products. The larger ellipses that forms outside of the logo represent the global expansion of Toyota's technology and unlimited potential for the future. Number 14. They spend about $1 million per hour are true. Toyota spends a staggering $1 million per hour on research and development to ensure that Toyota rapidly and consistently develops cutting-edge, high-quality and attractive vehicles. This equals out to a total of around $9 billion spent on R&D alone every single year. Number 15. The Toyota GT1 road version is valued at $1.3 million. Toyota GT Win was developed for the Grand Touring GT Win and 24 Hours of Le Mans in 1998. The race version won second place at the 1998 24 Hours of Le Mans race after suffering a tire failure during the final hour of the race. A road version was then developed that could go from 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds, with a top speed of 236 miles per hour. The exterior looks the same as the racing version, with the exception of the spoiler. Only one of these cars was created. Bonus tip: a special open-top 2000 GT was featured in the 1967 Bond film. You Only Live Twice. The open-top version was created because Sean Connery's head stuck out of the roof of the original version. Another Bond actor, Daniel Craig, voted the 2000 GT as his favorite Bond car of all time.